Good morning, everybody. It is so cold out there this morning. We are single digits here in Missouri, but it is supposed to warm up, so that's a good thing. We go from 50 weather one day down to below zero the next. It's crazy here. Anyway, I'd like to share with you my newest design team project. This is for the rubber buggy. Check it out. You can find all of these materials, this beautiful, beautiful collection at therubberbuggy.com. Check it out. This collection is called A Twinkle of Sunrise. This is by Craft O'Clock. I love their collections. They're just so different. They're beautiful. This is a Polish company. And as I said, their collections are just amazing. So check it out when you have a minute. I think you will love it. I've done something a little bit different this time. What I made is a reverse canvas album, and I will show you what that means. But let's take a look. I wish you could see how beautiful these colors are. My camera, I need to figure a new way to do these videos because sometimes it just doesn't do justice, and I promise you, this video does not do this paper justice. It is just so, so beautiful. On the cover, and this is A Twinkle of Sunrise by Craft O'Clock. The overall album is 8.5 by 8, and this is a reverse canvas album. On the cover, on this paper, I have gone ahead and cut out the inside of the frame on the paper and used that to highlight a vintage lady, and that lady is from a postcard that I had picked up at an antique auction this past summer and with some paper goods. And I thought, oh my gosh, she works perfect for this collection. I went ahead, I did a lot of fussy cutting in this project. As you will see, a lot of fussy cutting, but that's okay. I really enjoy doing it. I went ahead and fussy cut one of these roses. I put some sparkle on it, and I pop dotted that on top of the rose that it sits. I also used one of the pretty brooches that I had I thought went well with this paper and collection and the theme. So this is the cover. This is the right spine. I used some lacy seam binding, some lacy black seam binding. This is the left cover, left spine, I'm sorry. And this is the back. Gorgeous, 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 gorgeous paper. I used black cardstock. I thought that worked well with this particular collection. And let's show you what's inside. This opens with a magnetic closure. I hope this all fits in. Oh boy, good. Yes, again, a reverse canvas album. This is an 8 by 8 framed canvas. There's also the same on the back cover. So inside the front cover, this is an 8 by 8 frame canvas, and I flipped it over so that it appeared to be a shadow box type. So you would have the depth inside. I went ahead and I found some really, really cool vintage ladies online. I printed them out on some transparencies, and I used them. I went ahead and put them in so that you have the depth, you know, with the shadow box type theme running across the back, since, you know, we're using the reverse canvas. I used some cream colored cardstock to put inside against that back so that she would stand out and you'd be able to see her. I went ahead and antiqued that cardstock so that, you know, it wasn't so bright, creamy. Again, beautiful, beautiful papers, people, and I fussy cut around this so that I kept the integrity of the flowers and just made this not just a plain frame, but wanted to accent it with these beautiful flowers. I had the key and the heart in my stash, and I just thought they worked really well with this collection. So this is the inside front cover. Then I went ahead and I put hinges on the inside, and I put 2 pages. I've got, of course, a wide gusset to allow for my canvases. That is a necessity, of course. And I have 1/2-inch gussets between my pages because I wanted to make sure there would be plenty of space to hold a multitude of cards or letters or photos. So this, again, I fussy cut this pocket, the front of this pocket of all these flowers, and I backed it with the black cardstock so that it would stand out. So again, a lot of fussy cutting. This is an expandable, a very, very expandable pocket. Inside, isn't she so pretty? These are all done on transparencies, backed on cream colored antique cardstock, and then backed on black cardstock. This would be an awesome, awesome photo mat, or you could go ahead and journal on this. So this is in the pocket. This is also in the pocket. And this would be good. I put a photo stop down here so you could add more and more photos in here, or you could put a note, or you could put a letter, or journaling. So these are in this front expandable pocket. Tons of space. This is the paper backing it on the inside of that expandable pocket. And this is magnetic so that it does stay closed. When you open it, this is the back of that expandable pocket, and I used some more of the black lacy seam binding. This is the second pocket, side pocket on page 1. And inside, again, another beautiful vintage lady that I printed on a transparency. Backed her on the cream colored antique cardstock, backed that on the black cardstock. I used photo corners. I thought that just worked with the larger pictures, just kind of sets it all off. So that, again, goes in this second pocket on the first page. Aren't these papers absolutely divine? Inside these, again, very large pockets on both pages will hold a ton of photos or journaling. I just love this lady here. I printed her out again. This is a 5x7 on a transparency, backed on the cream color antique cardstock, backed on the black cardstock, using the photo corners, and I antiqued those also. Whoops, whoops, whoops. Okay, that is page 1. Look at the paper on the back of page 1. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Again, a slight addition of the black lacy seam binding just to set it off a little. I hated to do too much to cover up these papers. I absolutely love them. This is page 2. Again, another expandable pocket. I fussy cut these flowers and backed it on black cardstock. This is another expandable pocket. So this, you could put several photos, journaling, postcards, whatever you'd like in that pocket. This is another one of the pretty vintage ladies backed on the cream colored antique cardstock, backed on the black cardstock. It would make a great photo mat or journaling card. And another booklet using the pretty papers. And inside the photo stop. So tons of space in here. This also is a magnetic closure. Look at these papers. Look at the graphics. Are they not amazing? This is the second pocket on the second page. Again, another pretty vintage lady on the transparency, on the cream colored cardstock, on the black cardstock. And again, we have the side pocket. Look at the hat on this beauty. My goodness, it looks like it would weigh a ton. I guess it doesn't. But anyway, beautiful vintage ladies, and I thought it just went so well with this particular collection. Soft and pretty paper, graphics, the flowers. I just thought it really would work well. The back, this is the back of page 2, showing the gorgeous paper. And again, another little piece of the black lace seam binding. And this is the inside back cover. This is again another 8x8 reversed framed canvas that I had flipped over so that it appears to have a shadow box with the depth. I wanted that depth so that you could really get a sense of this pretty, pretty lady and the dimension. I wanted some dimension. I had a vintage brooch, and I just thought it went well, the butterfly with this collection. Again, it's an old brooch, and I just thought it worked out so well with this. I look for these things, again, in flea markets and antique shops, auctions, and when I can pick up, a bag or a box of several, shoot, I grab them if I can get them reasonable, because I love working them into my projects. So this is, as you can see, the side of that canvas. This is a magnetic closure. Look at the graphics, gorgeous. This closes with a magnetic snap. Keeps everything in here nice and safe. They're not going anywhere, but there's plenty of space inside here, plenty of space. We'll hold a ton of photos. We'll hold lots of journaling, whatever you'd like to put in. Gorgeous, gorgeous. I love it. I have links down in the description below, and there are links to my blog, which has many still photos. If you'd care to check those out, I'd appreciate it. And if you have a moment, please go ahead and click on subscribe. I will be posting many, many more projects as well as some tutorials. I hope to see you back here. If you have any questions, just yell. And check out this collection over at the Rubber Buggy. You will love it. I promise. Thank you for watching, and I will see you again soon.